Hello everyone, in this video I have my first week of December documenting in my December album. If you haven't seen the video where I made this album, or I did another video where I did a lot of prepping of pages, a lot of those I'm going to use in this video, then I will link those videos if you are interested. Another thing to say is I know the title says December week 1 and then days 1 to 6. Now worry not, I do know that there are 7 days in a week, but what I am documenting for day 7, I am waiting for something to arrive, so I can't do it yet. I'm not waiting for products or anything, it's the actual thing that I'm documenting. It'll make sense when I eventually am able to do it, but I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, but day 7 will be done at some point in the future. But let's get started with days 1 and 2. These ones were very easy to find something to document because my best friend Alice came to stay for the weekend. Alice lives about 2.5 hours away, so obviously we don't get to see each other as much as we would like, and any time together is particularly special. So yeah, she came down for the weekend, and so we could exchange our Christmas presents, and it's also my birthday in the middle of the month, so she came down for that as well, and we just had an awesome time. We did go shopping on the first day, on the last day of November. I haven't documented that because nothing particularly exciting happened, but the weekend was just lovely. We mostly just chilled, just my favourite thing to do. I think we spent the majority of the time on my bed watching YouTube and Netflix and eating very bad food. I don't mean bad food as in it didn't taste good, I mean bad food as in it's not very good for you. But a lot of the stuff I'm using for this page is from first edition Perfect Christmas. Those papers are, at least. And I wanted to, this picture we took on my bed, really attractive one of me, I must say. That was my favourite one. We took quite a lot of pictures. I am going to include those as well. But I also took a picture of us watching Homeland on Netflix because we are both obsessed with that series, and eating Indian food at the same time. So I wrote Homeland and Boona on the tag with some Kaisercraft alphas that came in the Thompson's Craft Frosty Winter kit in November. Boona being the greatest of all Indian dishes. Obviously, not a gross korma like what Alice eats. Blech. But yes, so I just made that little tag. I have punched a hole in it, but at the time I didn't have a gold eyelet to use for it. So I just left that blank until I could get my gold eyelet to put in it, which I think will be in the final pictures at the end. Just finding some random stickers and stuff to decorate. I had those pajama stickers just as a little nod to the fact that we're in our PJs most weekend. Those were Simply Creative ones from last year. I added that together, which is from Chamel's latest collection, I believe, because I thought that would just go nicely. It's a nice title for it. Put number 1 on there with those candy cane alphas, and then I've just written some journaling down the bottom there, just saying what we did and how we had a lovely weekend and yada 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 yada. So that's all down there, and then I'm going around the edges with Distress Oxide in Candied Apple just to add more of that nice red feeling. So obviously, as I was saying, we took a lot of fun selfies and stuff on that day, and I wanted to include all of them, and I have these little 4x4 page protectors or pocket pages from Project Life that has space for 4 little 2x2 photos. So I've got 4 pictures of us two, that one at the top there, of just so attractive, really. And then on the other side, we persuaded my cat Conan to jump onto the bed so we could take selfies with him as well. So that's all the pictures on the reverse side as well. So I've just backed those with more papers from Perfect Christmas, just nice reds and poinsettias and stuff like that. And I'm adding some tiny word sticker kind of things. So these are Tim Holtz metallic ones. Just things like love you and perfect and just nice little things like that. I can't see it on my screen right now, but they just say nice things. I think one says something about genuine us or something. I'm not sure. But I'm also going to use these little Dovecraft sort of alpha stamps. They're the little mini wooden peg stamps, and I'm just stamping out some little titles on just random scraps of paper. I've got sexy selfies for the front, and then my 2 faves for the back, and then I'm also going to back those with some gold glitter card as well, so they stand out nicely. But yes, I thought my 2 faves was appropriate because basically outside of people who are blood related to me, shall I say, Conan and Alice got to be my 2 faves. So that was a nice perfect little title to use, and I just have all those little pictures there to add to that other picture, like the main one for the weekend, or one of my favourite ones, let's say. On the reverse side of that, for day 2, Alice was still there, obviously, but I have taken the wrapping paper she used to wrap my birthday presents, because she knows that I'm really funny about having non-Christmas wrapping paper for my birthday. When you're a December baby, mine's on the 13th, it's 10 days before Christmas, 12 days before Christmas, good maths, Grace. I'm a bit of chip on my shoulder about being close to Christmas, and people always doing things like wrapping my birthday presents in Christmas paper, or saying things like, oh, can I get you a joint birthday and Christmas paper present, and I'm just like, yeah, course you can, if I could do the same for you. And they were like, well, my birthday's in May. I'm like, yeah, and your point is... Anyway, let's get off that subject. So I took a picture of all the lovely things Alice got me, and I've just backed it on some black paper. If you'd like to see all the things that Alice got me, then I will have a birthday haul up. I'm actually not decided at this point if I'm going to do one birthday haul and then a Christmas haul at the end of the month, or do them both together at the end of the month. Yeah, not decided on that, but look out, because I will show all the lovely things she got me. You can see in that picture there, most of them. And then I'm just putting presents from Alice as my title, adding nice washi that kind of matches the Stormtrooper wrapping paper just around there. I did do some stamping with some phrase stamps, but it didn't come out that well, so we'll just ignore that. Adding some silver washi again that matches the whole Star Warsy thing, and then I'm just doodling on some hearts there, because I really wanted some black hearts, but I couldn't find any black heart stickers. It doesn't seem that I have any, so just doodled them instead with a Pigma Micron. It is actually the brush pen, because I wanted something quite thick to do them, but I don't really do brush lettering because I'm not very good at it. So just finishing off with those there. And as you can see, I added the little tags and stuff that she put on my birthday presents. So yes, thank you again, Alice. You know how much I love all my presents. But as I said, if you want to see them, they will be included in a haul video at some point. So that is days 1 and 2. And then the rest of the days, I think I did them all at the same time. This one here, I am mostly using day 3, obviously, stuff left over from the Thompson's kit. Another really attractive picture of me, as you can see. I was on FaceTime with one of my sisters, and I, being a child and pulling silly faces and stuff, and she got this fabulous screenshot of me looking like that. And if you can, you might not be able to see her little thumbnail, but her face is just like, what is that? What is your face? So I just thought it was a funny thing to document for the day. And I thought the most wonderful time of the year would be just a completely irrelevant but hilarious title to use for this particular day. Around the photo, I wanted to do just a little bit of embossing. So I've taken that blue cardstock. Again, that was from the Thompson's kit too. And this border stamp was from Hobbycraft, their Snow Cool range this year, I think it's called. I didn't get anything apart from these border stamps. I do really like those. And I'm using the Snowflake one. I did sort of roughly sketch out how big, the photo was, so I did the embossing in the right place. But yes, I've just embossed that with a silver embossing powder. It's a fine one, so there's a slight sparkle to it as well. I think it's Paper Mania. I'll try and remember to link that. It's very good embossing powder, point being. And then just trimming that down a little bit and having that up there. Now I was wanting to do the same around my little title card here and use this Tinsel Snowflake embossing powder, which is white with silver glitter in, but it just wasn't happening. I think my embossing pen might be dead. That might be what it is. So instead I just got a Nuvo glitter marker and went around the edges with silver. And then I'm also going to go around the edges of all the other little elements with one of the blue glitter markers. There's 2 blues, and I don't know which one I've used here, but I think it's the slightly darker one, I think. But yeah, that just adds a really nice edge to those and just makes them pop a little bit. So yes, I'm just adding all those bits. I keep looking at my face in that picture. It's so distracting. Wow, Grace, you are one beautiful woman. Look at that. Just wow. I don't think I was wearing any mascara either at that day, so that doesn't help. But yes, so what else? There's not actually a lot that goes on this particular page, it's quite a simple one. I'm just taking this gel pen here. It's a Uniball Signo, a metallic blue, to add my journaling, which basically just says what I've already said to you guys, how ridiculous I look and just how beautiful I am in that photo. And again, going around the edge of the whole thing with one of those glitter markers. And I'm going to finish off with some Dove Craft Pearl or enamel effects. The colour is pastel blue, I think, and then putting that aside to dry. Now, day 4, all I'm using is this little 4x4 little pocket page Project Life page protector. I never know what to call these things. One of those, and I just have 2 little pictures of Christmas trees here. These are not our Christmas trees. These are 2 of my sisters. I have 3 Christmas trees. So one is the one I'm putting down there is Reb's tree. She was the one I was FaceTiming, and the other one is my sister Joe's tree. I just thought it'd be nice to include those because they sent pictures, and I'm just using this little label sticker from the Vicky Booten sticker book just to add tiny little title to say what the pictures are. We don't put up our tree until after my birthday. It's like a thing when I was a kid. My mum wanted it to make sure that my birthday came first, and then we did Christmas, and the tradition has stuck. So my birthday's on the 13th, so decorations don't go up till the 14th kind of thing. And then on the other side of that, I just have a lovely little journaling card that says, "Oh, what fun," filled it with Christmassy sequins and sealed it with the fuse tool. Now, day 5, I received the most beautiful happy mail from Ashley of the Onyx Raven Co. I'm sure you know who I mean, but I will link her channel just in case you don't. But yeah, we did a Christmas swap, and I received hers on day 5, and I'm just showing you all the lovely bits here. There was the beautiful mini album she made me, those artist trading coins, which is just gorgeous, and then loads of lovely little bits and extras as well. And I wanted to document that, and then also use some of the bits that she sent to document it as well, because all the colours go together really, really beautifully as well. So I'm just cutting down some papers here to 3x4 to fill in all the little pockets. Those papers I'm using there were actually the autumn free printables from Trimcraft, the craft blog, that as I printed them out, I ran out of printer ink, so they printed in a totally wrong colour, but actually were beautiful winter colours by complete accident. So I thought I'd keep them and use them for my December album. And then these foiled ones I'm using, they came free in a magazine last Christmas. I have no idea where they are from. But yes, fun little story about the little sort of page protectors, pocket pages I'm using. So I really wanted to use some in this album because it's a good size for it. And I had some in my Amazon basket. And then I remembered these Happy Planner ones I have. Now, I know some of my regulars will be going, "Grace, you don't have a Happy Planner. Why do you have it?" It's a long story as to why I have these. But yeah, I remembered I had them, and I was thinking, oh yeah, but the holes of a Happy Planner would be completely different and everything, or the whole spacing. So I was thinking, I can use them. I can go over them, like the whole area with washi tape and then repunch them. But by just sheer luck, they actually fit perfectly in my album, even with its quite weird ring spacing. So that was a very glorious, glorious moment. I was very, very happy. Other, scrapbookers and people will be like, yeah, I get that. That would have been really, really a good moment. Anyways, so yes, I'm just decorating all my little cards here using the pictures I took for Instagram of the lovely things that Ash sent me, and also obviously the other bits she sent me, and just using like a little tag that she wrote on, and just lovely little bits and pieces just to show this beautiful thing that I received. Doing a little bit of journaling on that card, and also going like around the cards with, rough borders. I went round that circle and that little tag on that card as well with a silver gel pen to do the same sort of rough border effect, but in lovely metallic silver. And I'm just going to add a couple of these little stickers and bits and pieces. I'm fairly sure, because I saw her unboxing of it, a lot of these bits are from the Love from Lizzie kit. I'm sure you'll be able to find that on Ash's channel as well. Just love the colours of this, the greens and the blues, and that sequin pack up the top there. I love those sequins. The colours are yummy. So on the other side of the cards, on this first one, I'm going to just use a bit of the tissue paper that she used to wrap the whole thing. Just really pretty silver Christmas trees. And then I wanted to use another one of the artist trading coins she made. I believe she made those for her Patreon. Am I right, Ash? Could be wrong. But yes, I was going through them for ages. Couldn't decide which one to use, because there's some of them I think will be perfect towards like later in the month. There's one that says it's a wrap, so I want to use that like right at the end of my album and stuff. So yeah, it took me ages to decide which coins to use. But yeah, that one I have just trimmed off the edge just to give it that little different look there, adding another circular piece on there that says with love, which is from one of the little packs of things she sent me. This card here, I am wrapping around some of the ribbon she used in the whole package, some of that lovely navy blue ribbon. It's kind of a gross grain, it's really nice, and then some of the organza as well. Just yeah, wrapping that around just so I can include it, and then very unceremoniously plonking down washi tape to keep it in place like that, and then sticking all the cards together. I did one of them upside down because I am a numpty, and then had to remove that very, very carefully and stick it down the other way. I'm adding some little silver glitter marker around some of them, and I'm doing a little bit of journaling. This little sort of speech bubble tag thing is just from my stash. I have no idea what that's from, but yeah, added some more journaling on there, and just adding little stickers and embellishments and lots of lovely little things on there. And then I'm also going to use some of those Let It Snow pearls that she sent me. Those are the Love to Craft ones. I love those. The blue one, the really dark blue one, that is just my colour so much. So yeah, adding a few of those on most of the cards, I'm gonna say. Yeah, most of them, just here and there kind of thing. Oh, I also added an eyelet on that little tag that I've put on the first little card, which just has like the picture of the whole box that she sent. And yeah, now I'm going to put it all in the little pockets, and then I'm also going to add within the box, she added this like really beautiful smelling potpourri stuff. It's so hard to describe the smell. It's like, it was Christmassy but like wintry kind of smell. Like it wasn't like a gingerbready, that kind of, so hard to describe, but it was beautiful, and my craft room smelled lush for days. So I'm just kind of squishing some of that to make it a little bit flatter, and then I'm going to add it into some of those pockets. I'm also going to add some of those beautiful sequins because the colours are, as I was saying, delicious, but I am going to keep some maybe to use later on. And then again, going to use the fuse tool to seal all those bits and pieces in. I haven't put anything in that well, bottom right or bottom left, depending which way you look at it, the card with ribbon on. I'm not sealing anything into that one, just in case the ribbon moves around and you won't be able to read the journaling, so I wanted to be able to pull that one out. I remembered this time to use my proper mat for using the fuse tool, because I forgot when I did it earlier, and if you use the fuse tool on any mat, it's going to like leave little burn marks kind of thing. But anyway, that's why there's a different mat in shot. Just thought I'd explain that. And I'm just finishing by adding a number 5 for day 5, obviously, and this little silver bow that was again in what she sent me with some glossy accents, and that was being a little bit stubborn about staying down, so I just whapped a mug on top of it and left it for a few hours to dry. And that is day 5. So day number 6 is the last one for now, because as I was saying, day 7 is not in this video. Day number 6 is not really anything to do with me. It is to do with something that my brother did, but I really wanted to document these pictures because they are freaking adorable. Sam went off to the Cinderella pantomime. One of his, well, I don't like calling this person one of Sam's carers because she's more than that. She's a very close family friend, but she also looks after Sam, and he loves her. But yeah, she took him off to the pantomime, and on the way they stopped at McDonald's to get a drink, and the staff in McDonald's absolutely love my little brother. And they one of the ladies serving was wearing this elf hat, and she gave it to Sam. He didn't ask her anything, she just gave it to him, and he was so chuffed, and he wore it all day in the car at the pantomime. And Vicky got these pictures of him, and I just thought they were so freaking cute. So yes, I have included those. The collection I'm using here is the Heltz Coupled Wonderland collection from last year. I love this collection so much. It was my favourite last year, and I still have a fair bit of it left. So yes, even that little like the photo strip frame thing, that's from the collection as well. As you saw, I just Google imaged the image for the panto just to use in the center of the thing there. And yes, back to that with bits from Wonderland. I also found some red mirror card to back that with. I'm using a lot of red on this one because it's Sam's favorite color, so thought that would be appropriate. Where I've added those strips at the bottom, I'm also going to add these little embellishments, which are just fussy cut little presents from the collection. I don't know why I have so many. I made one card last year that was all to do with lots of little fussy cut presents, and for some reason I must have fussy cut the whole paper, so I have a fair few of these to use up. So yes, I just use some of those at the bottom there, and I'm just layering that all up, you know, in the right places. Had to pull up some of the presents. Thankfully the glue hadn't completely dried because I wanted to have that picture frame thing slightly underneath. Adding that little red bow because I thought that was cute, and then this little tag thing says love and joy, and that was from the decoupage pad from Wonderland, and I backed it as well with another paper so it would stand out a little bit more. I'm adding some little tiny word stickers, just like happy fun little things there, going around the whole thing with a dashed border or a faux stitched border. Every time I call it a dashed border doing Christmas stuff, I want to start singing Dashing Through the Snow. I'm sorry, but that's why I don't like calling it a dash border, because it makes me want to sing. Anyway, did a doodly border around the journaling, and then I'm just adding the number 6 on. Those stickers are some old Dear Lizzie ones, I believe. And then that page is done, and I just wanted to finish off with the reverse of day 3, because for day 4 I'd just done that little 4x4 pocket thing. I had nothing on the back of that page and it looked a bit, you know, blank and rubbish. So I've just taken some little bits from last year's Kiki K Paper Lovers book and the year before, so 2016's printed notepad, and just sort of, you know, just covered the whole thing, put some washi tape on it and stuff, and I'm going around the edges with some oxide in iced spruce, and I'm just going to use that for some more journaling space at some point. Like, I haven't put anything on it yet, but I will do, and I just wanted there to be a space to do journaling, and I also just wanted to fill in the blank page, really. 20 minutes is a long time to do a voiceover, guys, but we are at the end, so there we go. I'm just putting them all in place there. It is already pretty full, so I will probably get some, I have some bigger rings to put in there, so yes, those will probably come out next week. So there we go. There were days 1 through 6 in my December album. 7, as I said, will come up at some point. So yeah, look out for next week's video. Hopefully that will be the next Sunday as well. Next week is my birthday week, so there may be some non-Christmassy pages and stuff to celebrate the fact that it's my birthday and it's not Christmas. Anyways, moving on. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and making through this unusually long video for me. I will try and provide as many links as I can, but obviously I am using a lot of scraps and leftovers and stuff. If there's anything I don't link and you want to know where it's from, feel free to ask and I will try and source it for you. But yes, please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, chat to me in the comments, all that kind of stuff. And yes, okay, thank you so much again. I'm going. Bye bye.